Hey guys, it's David from the Scarred Thumb podcast. Unfortunately, I was sick yesterday, so I couldn't do my regular podcast, but I'm going to try to release some clips, some small clips exclusively for each story. And we got some good stories happening right now. This is Marvel Rivals. Let's talk about Marvel Rivals here. Sort of like a new, they call it an ultimate Marvel superhero team based PvP shooter. It looks essentially it's Overwatch with Marvel characters is how I would describe it. But this gentleman right here is extremely disappointed in it. Multiple creators asked for key codes to gain access to the playtest and are asked to sign a contract. And the contract signs away your right to negatively review the game. Many streamers have signed it without reading just to play. Insanity. Let's take a look at this. It says non-disparagement. The content creator agrees not to make any public statements or engage in discussion that are detrimental to the reputation of the game. This includes, but is not limited to, A, making disparaging or satirical comments about the game-related material, such as a game feature, characters, or music, engaging in malicious comparisons with competitors or belittling the gameplay or differences of Marvel Rivals, or providing subjective negative reviews of the game. So yeah, you know that part where I just said, it's Overwatch with Marvel characters? I probably get banned for that. I'm not getting my alpha copy, guys, of Marvel Rivals. I hate to say it, but it's very sad. So this kind of did go over well. And this is another story from a gentleman named Miller Ross. Said, I don't want to engage with this conversation because I told NetEase I would avoid negative topics where possible. I didn't really intend to stick to that. But this involves dear friends that I have to address this. Here's the timeline. I was doing a Jay and Sodits podcast. This tweet started blowing up. Having already seen this contract, I told Jay to leave the call because I knew he had signed it since he did a code giveaway, and it forbids him from engaging in discussion of a critical nature. Sadit had not yet signed anything, like many creators of the program. I guess not everyone had to sign this contract. Sadit and I talked about the tweet and the contract and both agreed the game is great, but some of the decisions being made around it are worrying. Jay came back in just in time to see that Sadit had been removed from the creator program in real time. Then explicitly, Jay was removed as well. The thing that I'm finding shocking about this is that these decisions are so short-sighted. Even after getting banned, Jay was happy to say that he loves the game. That's who you want to punish? He wasn't even there for that conversation. Nothing but nice things to say about Marvel Rivals. I don't understand what you gained from that. Who made that call? Let Jay back in, ban me from the game if that's what it takes. Call it an equivalent exchange. He did nothing wrong. I love the game, but I want to succeed. It'll be better off with him than without him. So they're literally removing people in real time if you say anything bad about Marvel Rivals. This didn't go over well, but the main problem here, let me show you. This game cage hype guy. I mean, if you look at this, people are hyping it up. Art style looks pretty good. Like I said, very much like Overwatch. But like with the contract like this, everybody, and like I'm pretty sure Gabe's Cage guy is a shill, but like everyone, like over here, let me close this. Everyone here, like I got Marvel Rivals Alpha thanks to a kind stranger. I can't get over how good the character in this game looks. Like everyone looks like a shill now that you've made this contract. Anyone that says anything good, you can't really tell whether they're actually saying this is like legitimate praise, or they're just saying it so they can keep playing the game, for their own, content. The Punisher. I mean, the game does look good. Storm here. I mean, that looks nice. I mean, I like the graphical style. It's cartoony, but it is a comic, so comic characters, so it works. And then this is me shamelessly on my knees begging for a code to this game. People full out like please, begging for the game. Hey, please give me a code. And now all these people look like total shills, whether the criticism is, their praise is valid or not. But this led to them walking it back. The season of game company gaffes continues with NetEase apologizing for Marvel Rivals preview contract that asked streamers not to make subjective negative reviews of the game. NetEase walked back the terms, admitted they were inappropriate and misleading. This is from PC Gamer by Ted Litchfield. Here, publisher NetEase has walked back controversial non-disparagement required for streamers and video makers preview against upcoming hero shooter Marvel Rivals. Just one day after prominent streamer Brandon Siegel-Larden criticized the contract on Twitter. NetEase made the statement on the game's Discord and PC Game N that it would amend the contract. Marvel Rivals' upcoming six-person shooter, blah, blah, blah. The offending clause was, we've already read this, that he can't make disparaging statements. Can't compare it to Overwatch, essentially. The prohibition of certain types of subjective opinion really gets to me, but even satirical comments would have had you on thin ice. Lauren took to Twitter to criticize unrestricted terms, drawing negative attention to Marvel Rivals. NetEase was much quicker to react in a substantive way than other battle companies, promising new, less restrictive contract for streamers. We are aware that they are inappropriate, misleading terms. What's misleading about this exactly, NetEase? Comment regarding in the commitment regarding sharing non-disparaging content. It told Discord server for playtest, we sincerely apologize for any miscommunication and your unpleasant experiences. Yeah, part of me thinks this is total bullshit. Obviously they're super PR mode. Like, it has to have good PR. And this, I'm glad if they are really walking it back, that'd be a good thing. Though, it is a little bit worrying. Like, is NetEase... If NetEase will do this to, like, streamers, if they're really this desperate for the thing to have good attention, how desperate are they going to be for, like, your money? Like, what is going to be their plans for monetization here? If they're doing scummy stuff, just the PR department, is that going to extend over to their game? This seem like a generous company, a company that says, like, oh, man, a company that's confident in their game. None of it seems that way. And maybe this is just, the PR side of it doing a really bad job. But at the same time, I don't know. It's a little bit concerning here for Marvel Rivals, but which is kind of sad because you're just looking at the gameplay itself. It seems pretty good. Like I said, it really looks like Overwatch with Marvel characters. There's nothing. You could say what you want about that. I'm personally not big on the big on it. Let's see. Let's see if I can bring this up here. This is
I am ready to put on a show.
I make the beacons around here. Nobody else.
If you look at this, really jumpy, kind of chaotic in the fights, but it looks, like I said, very much like Overwatch. This looks like fun. Being Spider-Man, swinging around stages, fighting people. You'd think that they'd be a little more confident in their game. So it is kind of odd to see them take this tact, but yeah, I'll keep watching this to see what it goes. I'm not personally interested too much in the game, but I think for people that like Overwatch, this definitely, and likes Marvel, this definitely has potential to be a fun one. But there is, with this current scummy behavior from its company, I kind of expect More to come. All right, that's it for the clip. We'll talk to you later.